Alright, we live? Alright, we're live. Hey there. Welcome to my stream. We're here to celebrate the reveal of the Switch 2. It's been 8.5 years since Nintendo released their very last, console, the original Switch. And everybody, especially Nintendo diehard fans on YouTube, have been waiting extremely patiently for the reveal of the new console. And for years and years, we have gotten drip feed after drip feed of information, leak after leak. But today, it all boils down to this: the official Nintendo Direct. Ladies and gentlemen, at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, that's my time zone, by the way, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, we're going to get the official first full hour-long review of the Nintendo Switch 2, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so here for it. I cannot tell you how long I've waited for this moment. Let me check my audio real quick just to make sure everything is okay on the stream end. Okay. Good, so no echoes. Now, I had some stuff planned. But audio was being kind of funky, so I don't really want to sit here and wait for it to begin, but so I thought we could take like a quick little trip down memory lane for the next couple 30 minutes and just kind of talk about what, console gaming and handheld gaming was like before the Nintendo Switch came along. Because believe it or not, like the Switch, while yes, it's very impressive with what it accomplished, the whole bridging the gap between console and handheld, it's still very, very much, a primitive, concept. I mean, nowadays we got the Steam Deck and all sorts of other PC, handhelds. So it was an extremely good first bridge, but I'm just very excited to see what the next Switch is going to be capable of. Obviously, horsepower and things don't matter when it comes to Nintendo. It's all about the games. Always has been since the Wii, man. Ever since the GameCube, that was like their last big hurrah on specs. I don't think they're going to mention specs one single time during this entire Direct. But I think the biggest thing I'm looking for with this console is obviously, like most other people, a significant leap in horsepower. But me in particular, I am specifically looking towards the UI, because let's face it, the Switch lacks personality. It lacks that Nintendo spunk, that thing that made interacting with every other console unique. Don't get me wrong, the operating system, it gets the job done, but it's certainly, it's bland. Like themes, hey, come on guys, 8.5 years in, you still ain't updated the themes list. But I gotta appreciate it for what the original Switch did. Definitely, a milestone of an accomplishment, hell of an accomplishment. That Switch, it definitely, there's a reason why it's getting ready to beat the PS2 in lifetime sales. It's because it did what nobody else could have done before. I guess the Nomad, the Sega Nomad, existed before the Genesis, but who the fuck? Who's still talking about the Sega Nomad? Except extreme console geeks like me. But I guess I should probably update the info on the stream for profanity, because I'm probably gonna be cursing a lot. That's just me. I curse. Curse everything and anything except God. At least I try not to. I catch myself slipping sometimes, though, and I remind myself not to do that. So yeah, I'm just gonna update that for profanity. There we go. Oh man, this is gonna be great. You know. But anyway, yeah, let's take that trip down memory lane. Brief, very, very brief history on Nintendo and their importance in the handheld market before the Nintendo Switch. So in 1989, we get the beginning of the Game Boy, okay? For all intents and purposes, the Game Boy, we're going to start there as, the birth of console gaming. I mean, handheld gaming. Yeah, I know, the Game & Watch existed, before the Game Boy, but for all intents and purposes, if it came before the NES and it wasn't called the Atari 2600, I don't give a shit. Plain and simple as that. So anyway, 1989, summer of '89 specifically, Game Boy comes out on the scene, and basically puts the power of the NES, the 8-bit, powerhouse of a console, into your pocket. You get classics such as, Tetris, tennis on the go, knockoff Breakout, I forget what they called it. And then you get, later on you get your Super Mario and all that. Granted, unique versions of Mario too. And then you get Kirby, and then Pokemon comes along. All unique console experiences, very, very akin to the to the NES. There are some, downgrades though. For example, the biggest thing, the screen. The screen is green, and it is dot matrix, so it tends to ghost, especially as time goes on with age and all that. Those screens just look like absolute dog shit. But okay, that it was the very first handheld. Yeah, for all intents and purposes, the very first handheld, and we're going to give it some credit, for kicking off that market. Though console before the NES, before the hell, it might as well just be an NES, in your pocket. But no console before the Game Boy, could do what the Game Boy did. And then you start seeing all these competitors popping up a few years after it, like the Game Gear from Sega and the Atari Lynx and Jaguar. Not Jaguar, yeah, the Lynx and all that. So, yeah, Game Boy. Very, very important. I think it sold like 119 million lifetime units. That's Game Boy and Game Boy Color, all that shit under one umbrella. So fast forward a few years, got Game Boy Color and all that, still on par with the NES. And then we get to 2001, Game Boy Advance, GameCube generation, GameCube, PS2, Xbox, that generation of consoles. Now we're getting Super Nintendo par, handhelds from Nintendo. The Game Boy Advance brought a lot of Super Nintendo titles over to it, in style and quite literally, like actual fucking Super Nintendo titles. Like, I guarantee you, most millennials' first interaction with the Game Boy Advance was probably playing a Super Nintendo game that their parents played as kids, or an NES game that their parents played as kids. And it's still incredibly impressive, and I think the Game Boy Advance, I think it goes under the radar when compared to the regular Game Boy or the DS or 3DS nowadays. I think it's definitely like that awkward middle child. Definitely how the 2000s is most likely remembered. Just that weird awkward phase. Came out after the 90s, before the 2010s. Kind of struggled to identify itself, that weird awkward phase. But, I vibe with it. I think most people vibe with that because it's still at a kick-ass identity. The Game Boy Advance, that goes for both of, those two, the Game Boy Advance and the 2000s. So, yeah, you get Super Nintendo-like titles, and the original lineup was good, too. Brought Mario Kart to the portable scene for the first time ever. That was a big, thing. Of Granted, Super Circuit is not the best, didn't age the best, we'll say. I mean, it's got a lot of, for what it lacks in controls and all that. The controls are my biggest gripe with Super Circuit, by the way, but what it lacks in controls, the graphics are extremely pretty. I think it's some of the most pretty Game Boy Advance sprites I've ever seen in a Game Boy Advance game. And then, you get things like, you get to watch movies on the Game Boy Advance and all that. Those Game Boy Advance, like, mini players and all that, those were incredible for the time. I mean, before an era where portable DVD players on the go were really common, right before that era, you could buy one of these cartridges, I think, for like $30 or something like that. Probably less than that. I really don't know. Wasn't around, wasn't alive, but you can buy one of these cartridges, you can get like full-on seasons and episodes of Danny Phantom, SpongeBob, hell, full movies too. You want to watch Shrek on your Game Boy Advance? You can, and there's no one stopping you. Granted, it's going to sound like shit, and it's probably going to look and taste like it too, but I mean, that's still impressive. And hell, the Switch still can't even watch movies or anything like that. We ain't got Netflix on the Switch yet. I mean, you got YouTube, but, you got to get Netflix and all that eventually. That's another thing, too. I'm hoping Nintendo can settle whatever beef they got with Netflix and just put it on the Switch, too. Because that would be amazing. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to move on to the DS. That's my personal goat back there. I got my childhood DS sitting back there next to my nightstand. Or actually, I've got it sitting over there next to my NES charging. I was playing it last night. Trauma Center Under the Knife. That's a pretty good game. Had it during my childhood. Recently picked it up again. Actually, getting through it this time. Surprisingly dark game for a Nintendo licensed game. Like, I love it. I fucking love it. But yeah, the DS did what... The DS basically brought touchscreens and all that into the scene. Dropped onto the scene in 2004. Looked fucking ugly at first. That weird ass early aughts, late 90s chrome clamshell design. And then they kind of refined it in 2006 with the DS Lite, which is, I'm sure, what most people remember having as a kid. If you had the DS. Yeah, I got a lot of memories with the DS. I'm probably a little biased towards it because, I mean, that was like the only... I had two consoles as a kid. I had the DS and the PS2. And the PS2 barely fucking worked because that thing, somebody beat the absolute shit out of that thing. I think they dropped it or something like that, and it read disc still, but like you had the Fandangle with like the top cover. It was a PS2 Slim. But I'm getting off track. Anyway, the DS was like my jam. I did not have the money to go out and buy a new console, so I stuck with what I had. I had, Ninja Turtles, and I had Mario DS and Mario Kart DS, and I had all sorts of games for the DS. I remember I had this one game called SpongeBob Surf and Skate Road Trip, and that was just the time of my life. I still love that game. I still got it in my collection. But yeah, anyway, so the DS, we're starting to get more on par with the PS1 N64 era of games. And I gotta say, last night, as I was playing the DS, I was playing through some of my childhood games. I played this wrestling game from THQ, back when THQ made the wrestling games and all that. I think it was WWE versus Raw, SmackDown versus Raw 2008, featuring the ECU. Yeah, that straight up, 3D graphics on the DS. That was a rare sight to see. Like, I saw fucking PS1, N64, models being used. They looked really, really, really good for, a DS game that came out in 2008. And yeah, that was the thing the DS managed to do. It put 3D gaming on a home handheld for the first time ever. I think a lot of people point towards Super Mario 64 as being that definitive example. And then you have your variants like the DSi and all that. And I think that overall the DS, it really managed to carve its way out. I mean, numbers don't lie. So better than the fucking Game Boy. Like, Game Boy did 119, DS looked at that, scoffed at it, and said, I'm going to do 155, be right back. And then so it did. Yeah, DS definitely a G. But 3DS, let's move on to 3DS. With the 3DS, we get GameCube par graphics. I'm going to say GameCube level graphics. Maybe that might be a stretch, but I feel like it's definitely an increase from the N64, PS1-ish graphics that we had with the DS. Not really much to say with the 3DS. I mean, you had that 3D feature, which was pretty cool, but I think that was just more of a gimmick for the time that it came out. It basically, I feel like it took what the DS did and just improved upon it, I mean, gave us an analog stick so we could properly play 3D games on there. I mean, gave us a proper home screen we could return and suspend to. Come to think of it, I think the 3DS was probably the first time that you could ever suspend a game like that on the go without having to completely shut off the system or reboot it or whatever. I mean, you press that home button, boop, it just brings you back out to the home screen. Check your notifications, your friends list, all that kind of stuff. And I think that's really cool. We kind of take that for granted nowadays. Yeah, not much to say about the 3DS. And now, here we are, we're finally to the Switch. And, I mean, what else do we need to say about the Switch? It took that, console hybrid gap, that console handheld gap, and just bridged it, And now we're getting, Doom Eternal and all, games like that, like triple A, professional made games that you can get on Xbox One, PS4 and all that, because that's the era that the Switch is from. Let's not forget that. You get to get those games on the go. And as a kid, I never would have thought that anything like that would have been possible. I mean, if I were to go back in time and tell my younger self, hey, one day you're going to be able to play freaking, I don't know, console level Mario on the go, I would have laughed in my face, dude. Like, come on, man, get real. That's never gonna happen. But it did. And now we're getting Switch 2, and that is gonna just pretty much be what like the 3DS was. Just take what the original did so good, and just make it better. Switch 2, baby. Switch, but better. Oh, we still got 10 minutes until this damn thing starts. Damn. We got a lot of people tuning in. Did they turn off comments? Damn, they turned off comments. That's crazy. Yeah. Oh well, I'm done talking, man. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna wait for this damn thing to start. I got some nasty weather coming my way. Supposedly tornadoes and stuff are going to be real potent today. Pray for us. Pray for Missouri, fellas. Oh damn, 4K stream for Nintendo? Damn. Okay. I hope we get a new 3D Mario shown off at this event. It's been a while since Odyssey. Yeah, freaking take your Joy Cons and turn it into a mouse. That's gonna be an interesting setup. They bring Call of Duty to the Switch, and it's just a bunch of freaking nerds Joy-Con mousing like. Oh yeah. I hope it has analog triggers. I mean, Switch triggers, they get the job done, but like if you're gonna bring racing games and stuff over like Forza or GameCube, NSO is gonna be a thing, then I would think analog triggers do too. Five minutes, guys. In 5 minutes, it'll all be over. Be interesting if he does. I heard that he was done with Smash after Ultimate. Yeah. Yeah, Xbox is taking an L, unfortunately. Hopefully, their next gen plans can really bring them back on top. We'll see. don't tell me you froze up. I'm hoping this thing launches at $400, man. I mean, 450 is most likely what they're gonna launch it at, but I hope 400. I hope it's 400. Impressed. 1 minute. Feel like a kid on Christmas. Hold up. Oh shit. Here we go. Here we go. This is gonna be crazy. Places, everyone. Places. Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm so excited. I wonder what they're gonna start with. Some sort of visual cinematic showing the console. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch 2. Here we go. Some sort of trailer. Proper trailer. Ooh. All them shapes. That's a cool little upgraded intro. The Direct, baby. Switch 2. Mario Kart! Mario Kart 9, baby. Love that fiddle.
Let's go!
Let's go! Hell yeah. I like that. Oh, look, they got the little Mario RPG style. That's pretty cool. Movie Donkey Kong right there. Pauline. Yeah, I like it. Oh, hell yeah. Bowser Jr., Boo. Oh, sick. Hit flips and grinds. Tony Hawk meets Mario Kart. You can play as a freaking Moo Moo. Holy shit. That man just fucking shagged himself a sandwich. Oh. Oh, what? Different art styles, man. Oh, I like that. They're playing off of Mario Wonder, sort of. Mario Kart World. That's crazy, man.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2. And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
I think it'll be pretty fucking awesome, man.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe. Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Cool. Midnight Club meets Mario
And
Kart.
in this Mario Kart game,
Yeah.
you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Cool.
In the Classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place. But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up. Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Cool. Upgraded battle mode. I
There
like
are
that.
multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you
Okay.
make it all the way to the finish line?
It sort of reminds me of a mix between Midnight Club and Burnout.
You can also
With,
freely drive
you know,
around
Mario
this
Kart
vast
characters.
world in free roam.
Free roam. Yeah,
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes.
that is
And
awesome.
drive wherever your heart takes you.
It literally is just Midnight Club, but Mario Kart.
You can also go for scenic drives with friends.
Rockstar,
And
bring
even
back
take
Midnight
photos
Club
together
LA.
at different locations.
Midnight LA, but Midnight Club 3. Bring back. Oh shit, they brought back Donald Jungle.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World! The game launches on the same day as Nintendo
Launch
Switch 2.
game? Hell
More
yeah.
details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct. Be on
Damn.
the lookout for more information in the future.
I'm gonna be watching that when it rolls around.
Mario Kart World launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. We'll share more details in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2.
Alright, alright.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2.
I knew that.
And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button.
Oh, here we go, boys.
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
Come on. Put it down.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys. Woo!
Together?
That was you. So quick.
Oh shit! What? Switch to Discord, maybe? Their own little Discord? That's awesome.
Introducing Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Game chat.
Hi, miss you. With this feature, you'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
That is awesome.
While using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right?
Yeah, I'm not using that. I'm gonna use like a
You
proper
can
mic.
pick up your speaking voice clearly, even from a distance.
Jump on here. Alright, let's keep going. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a
When it's
Yeah, it's not
around
gonna work
you,
like that.
Your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
Bullshit!
It does look beautiful. It's okay. And you can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family.
See, that's when
If you
I'll
open
probably.
the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Good job. There we go.
you can also share your game screen.
Oh,
Did you see
oh.
that go on top of that?
Oh, did you see that bottom board? They lagging. They lagging like crazy.
Oh, shoot. Oh, he's trying to eat me.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, no.
Okay. You can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard, right? It's tough.
Oh, wow. I'm like in the sky right here. I'm falling. Oh, yeah, we got it. We're safe.
Kirby, look, you're a star. It's so cute.
Kirby. I like that.
You can adjust the size of your game screen. Guys, I'm lost. Like, where'd you go? Or expand another friend's game
Ooh, that's a
screen.
sneak peek of the new UI.
You gotta get above that wall that's to your left.
You're almost there.
It's just like the wall. Like, it should get past the wall.
This is where I have to do
A little wall ride.
Oh man, I'm so
everyone
psyched for
can
that.
watch them play.
Oh, I think I know where you are. Wait.
Okay, I think we have to ride.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
Smile.
Yay.
Oh, yo, that's it.
I like your pose mix.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, dang.
Oh, really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's
Ooh, camera.
this. By connecting this camera to the system. Hey!
Hey, what's up? Hello.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yo.
So it's basically just knock off Discord.
Good?
You
That's
can
so
appear
cool.
on screen and video chat while playing a game.
Your face is on here.
Wait, how was your match yesterday?
It was good.
No.
Here's how it works with just the camera feed.
There you go.
Okay.
Wait for me.
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
Dude, that's gonna be so fucking cool.
No, wait. Go in, and then
It's a new Mario Party. Just casually showing off new Mario Party.
Using Game Chat. Even when you're apart, you can play games and hang out as if you were together in the same room. Play together or compete in online multiplayer games. Chat while playing your personal favorites. Decide your own rules for a retro game competition.
Nice.
Or hold a sports competition between families. All together, anytime, anywhere.
That is awesome.
Chat.
What did you think?
I think that kicked ass, dude.
I Our goal was for you to enjoy playing online with others more closely, including family and friends. Almost as if you're all playing together in the same place.
Like Discord.
The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo
Ah!
which will
I
be
knew that was going to come in
Switch
handy.
2.
That top port. Charging for
The
my
Nintendo Switch
ass.
Online membership will be required to use Game Chat.
Oh, that's bullshit.
However, since we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time. We'll
Nintendo.
try it out.
That's bullshit, dude.
Additionally, Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app.
I don't give a
Different
shit.
settings can be
What
adjusted.
the fuck is
For
Fishy
example,
Boopkins doing up in that
parental
corner?
permission is always required when a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
Dude, Nintendo, you shouldn't have required a membership
We'd
to
like to
fucking
introduce another
use
new
chat,
experience
dude.
you can share with family and friends. On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with GameShare.
Oh shit, DS Link?
Here, even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game.
DS Link
With
is back!
GameShare, you can temporarily share
Holy
compatible
shit!
games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You can share a game with up to 3 other systems at a time. GameShare also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier.
Dude.
GameShare can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles,
So
starting with a free update
fucking
for Final Fantasy
awesome!
51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch. GameShare support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Dude.
Up next, we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Okay. What we came for, baby. Bigger screen, same thickness.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's
Ooh.
thickness remains the same.
HD
With
display.
approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Okay. Ooh.
The screen
120.
supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
Alright. Oh, man.
The LCD
Ooh.
screen is more vivid.
HDR LCD? I did not expect that, Nintendo.
Areas of the images. The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach a controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Ooh.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
Nice. Sticks are bigger.
The left and right sticks are now larger.
Okay, here we go.
Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls. By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes. It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via Game Chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly. Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Oh. Alright. I'm sure Bang Pods is gonna have a field day with that.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this. In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well. It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera
Nice.
or charging in tabletop mode.
So it does data transfer and charging. Good to know.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage. 8
Holy
times that
shit.
Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
For storing your game
Big
downloads,
ball leap.
save data, and more. Reading and writing data is also faster.
How big will games be?
Use
4K.
the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution.
A little worried there for a bit, Nintendo.
HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Oh, I can't wait to see that new UI, man.
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool.
Nice.
This helps keep performance stable. On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
This console's gonna kick some ass, dude.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features. And to help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game. There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them. This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system. The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal,
Ooh,
so that's how they attach to the system.
nice.
A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach. Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this.
Ooh,
You can
Like
adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2. By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover even as you're playing minigames and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice
HD
until
Rumble
they're pointed
2.
out. There are plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2, so please check it out if you're interested.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2. This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles.
Alright.
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds. Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards. They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible. Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible. Additionally,
Good
to
to
transfer
know.
data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more. We're also releasing a new Pro Controller.
Ooh.
It has a C button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back, there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls. In addition, an audio jack has been added. We've introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date. Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
Alright.
We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games. These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more.
Alright.
Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls, audio recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions and emotions in real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online. Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins.
Peaches.
Bowser will bring you on stage to hit blocks to collect the most coins. Guide an RC car with your voice. Go! And compete in other mini-games using full body movement and sound.
That's cool.
Finally, take a ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off. Go! Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster.
Alright.
When you enter a pipe, a mini-game will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive mini-games. How quickly can you reach the station? From mini-games that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble, the biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Alright.
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience, where you can see each other's reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
Figured that was going to be there. And that.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates, and also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant, so you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics. Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
Or you can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game.
Seems cool.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable. In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates. This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Good to know.
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2. Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120 frames per second. Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle. Plus,
nice.
Pokémon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates.
Man, the naming is going to get weird.
The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack. We hope you're looking forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Please take a look.
That's cool. Drag and drive. Sick.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls. Next, here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Alright.
I
long observed the lands between. This world is
Hey, what is this?
of the past.
It's Elden Ring? It's Elden Ring on the Switch 2. Let's go.
The rays of grace.
Holy shit, it looks good, man.
I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
Tarnished edition.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasabin from Supergiant Games, here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time. You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth, getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの中山です。我々がお届けするタイトルは
Hey, let's go.
ファイター6です。
Street Fighter 6 on Switch, baby.
本体を持ち寄っての対戦はもちろん、任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。ソフトは通常版の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録した Gears 1-2 ファイターズエディションの
Already got this on Xbox,
さらに
though.
ゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒にスイッチ2の発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
Initiating Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with Spawn. Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money.
Arsenal.
I'm for sale,
Alright.
and you're buying.
Werewolf! Thanks for the warm welcome!
This planet will be ours.
The sovereign axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart!
All children bring hope to our lives, don't they?
Hey, this is Joseph Forrest from Hazelight. I'm super excited for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break free.
That seems cool.
Now, let me tell you this. If you like It Takes Two, you're gonna love this one, trust me. And of course, you'll be able to play Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
At EA
EA
Sports, we're bringing fans
Sports.
together across the world.
To the
On
game.
pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce that EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Madden!
Will be arriving on the
Not a
Nintendo
Madden guy.
platform. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2. With enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions, you'll be immersed in a wizarding world like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give
You're a
you even
wizard,
more ways
Harry.
to experience the adventure. Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Hey, 3 and 4 come to Switch. Let's go. Oh, that's SpongeBob I saw there for a sec.
Hello, this is Christian Eladan from IO Interactive. we are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2. As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination. Our era-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2. Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
.007, huh? Yep, it's 007, bitch. Ding, ding, ding.
James Bond.
Hell yeah.
The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
The story of light and shadow that never fades is reborn. Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition. Featuring the Bravely Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements. And all new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Fine Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です。我々がお送りするタイトルは龍が如くゼロ誓いの場所ディレクターズカットです。1988年東京と大阪2つの歓楽街を舞台に土地を巡る争奪戦が勃発。伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください。発売日は Nintendo Switch 2の発売と同じ日です。今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください。
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface, their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose.
Oh, man.
A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
Wow. A prequel to Tears of the Kingdom, huh? Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. Alright, I have to check it out sometime.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games, with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the Imprisoning War, which took place in Hyrule long ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2. And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack, You can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2.
GameCube?
Please take a look at
GameCube. Come on. Come on. Come on. GameCube!
Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading.
Cool.
Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Transcending history and the world, a tale of souls and swords eternally retold. In this 3D, weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon, and Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2. Experience a world of white-knuckle racing at speeds over 2,000 kilometers per hour. 30 machines will put it all on the line in death-defying races. Featuring the series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online. Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking. More titles will be added in the future.
Alright.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack launches the same day as the hardware's release.
Hell yeah.
And a dedicated controller
hey,
the original
GameCube
controller will also be released. It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access Game Chat.
That's awesome.
The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm glad to pick that up, for sure.
Whether you're familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the systems shown here on Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
Hey, Deltarune, huh?
I'm Randy from Gearbox. Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands game, will launch on Nintendo Switch 2. Borderlands is back. Loot and shoot your way through a world filled with wild enemies and outrageous weapons. We're still in development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games.
Imagine
We're
if
releasing
Take-Two
the
shows
Nintendo
up and
Switch 2
drops
edition
like
of
GTA
Sid Meier's
6 on there.
Civilization 7. In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience. Civ 7 launches on the same day as Switch 2. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade.
And we have even more news from 2K.
Hi, I'm Lionel James.
And I'm Ben Bishop.
Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
We can't wait to see you in the ring.
And on the court.
4 kids by this old tattoo man. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Oh, terrible at steering a role. Let's slay some trees. Awesome! You nailed it! Hook, line,
Oh.
sink.
Oh no.
Tastes amazing.
Oh no. I think my internet is shitting itself.
Nicely done. Well, I think that's everything. That's everything. Let's set sail. This time for home.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodgeball.
What the hell is going on? Oh, I don't want you.
It's an aim for the Gungeon Steps in our roguelike
What the
shooter
fuck is going on?
now reloaded in a new 3D art style. You can expect some fan favorite elements to return. We're still working on the game. We're excited.
Alright, hold on a sec.
Is Nintendo on Twitch? I'm pulling up the Audible. It's still broken on their side.
Damn
I
it.
think it's bad. No, it's not.
Fucking knew it. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, Nathaniel Bandy's got it.
Man, dude, I feel so bad for YouTube right now. Or not YouTube, I feel bad for Nintendo. Alright, I'm gonna try to refresh. Nintendo UK works? Alright.
Nintendo UK. Alright, alright.
You can transport
Alright.
yourself to the city of
Alright.
Hong
Holy
on the
shit.
go.
Thank you,
Get ready
Nathaniel
for
Bandy.
Unforgettable characters and discover engaging stories when Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day. こんにちは、スクエアエニックスの浜口です。任天堂スイッチ2でファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり、20年以上の時を経て再創作された新しい FF7 を体験いただけます。スイッチ2で展開する FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
Ooh, Hollow Knight Silk Song. Star Wars Outlaws. Fortnite. Ooh. Alright. Look at all those games, man.
ここまでたくさんのタイトルをご紹介してきましたが、次がソフトメーカーさんの最後のタイトルになります。ご覧ください。
What is this? Resident Evil? Maybe. Touch.
I give you my blood. I give you my life. Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
Oh. I don't like that. Hmm. FromSoft. Oh, my lights flickered. Oh, don't cut out on me now, Power. Don't you fucking do it. Don't you do it. You sit right there for the next 10 minutes before you go out. Don't. I swear, don't fucking do it. Oh, what the fuck is that? That creeped me the fuck out.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. No. It's not possible. Surely not. It's surely not, right? I mean, this can't be the game I'm thinking of.
And one alone.
Okay, no, Dustblood. Almost gave me a heart attack there for a sec. The hell is this?
ご覧いただいたのは、フロムソフトウェアさんが手掛ける完全新作タイトルです。どのようなゲームなのかについては、ディレクターの宮崎さんが語るクリエイターズボイスを公開しますので、ぜひご覧ください。ソフトメーカーさんのタイトルの紹介は以上です。ご出演いただいた開発者の皆様、また今回の発表に映像をご用意いただいたソフトメーカーの皆様、本当にありがとうございます。ご覧いただいた以外にも、Nintendo Switch 2に向けて多くのゲーム開発を進めていただいています。今後もたくさんのタイトルをご紹介していきますので、お楽しみに。
Definitely.
続いてはこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Come on, operating system. Oh, it's Smash. Maybe. I don't know. Could be Kirby. No, it's Smash. They're opening with Kirby, like the last one. Kaboom. Oh no, it's a Kirby kart racer maybe? Oh no, Kirby Air Ride. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that'd be cool. Sakurai's working on it. Okay.
任天堂ゲームキューブのカービィのエアライド以来22年ぶりに完全新作が登場します。
Oh Lord, 20 years ago.
桜井さんが手掛けるカービィのエアライダーにぜひご期待ください。次が最後の映像となります。ご覧ください。
Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong. Damn, look at that fur on him. Donkey Kong needs to take a damn bath. Oh, that rugged ass fur. Dive bomb! Oh, banana. I can't do good DK. He said banana. Damn. Oh, what? Freaking Ganondorf Donkey Kong's a thing? It's an evil monkey. I like that look they got going on with him with the suspenders. It's a nice look. It's the meme. And now you can find him on Game Boy.
ご覧いただいたのはドンキーコングの新しい 3D アクションゲームドンキーコングバナンザです。唯一無二のパワーで敵も壁も地面も全てを破壊しながら巨大な地下世界を突き進みます。詳細は改めてお伝えしますのでお楽しみに。
ここまでご覧いただきありがとうございます。
改めてになりますが、 Nintendo Switch 2の発売日は6月5日です。最後に発売する本体のご紹介です。まずは Nintendo Switch 2の本体です。これに加えダウンロード版のマリオカートワールドがセットになった本体も発売します。詳しくはダイレクト終了後に公開する公式ホームページをご覧ください。
駆け足になりましたが、今回お伝えする内容は以上になります。発売までもうしばらくお待ちいただくことになりますが、Nintendo Switch 2を皆さんにご体験いただけることを今からとても楽しみにしています。
最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。
So that's it, huh? Man, I was really hoping that they was gonna have like some sort of operating system reveal or something. Okay. I mean, it was good. I liked it. I'm proud of that. I didn't get what I wanted shown off, but it's okay. I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. Oh shit. No, that wasn't what you thought it was. Nope. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for today. Yeah, I'm excited for the Switch 2, fellas. Like most of y'all. Just want to say thanks for watching. And the next time I'll go live, we're going to be streaming Paper Mario Thousand Year Door Chapter 6. So stay tuned for that. Don't know when it's going to be, but it'll be sometime within a week after this has been uploaded. See ya!